Hey everyone, welcome to Data Millennials. I'm Atul, and in this video we are going to discuss how we can apply or use case function in calculated field or looker in Google Data Studio to return a different field value depending on a parameter value. So as you can see here in my table, I have two columns, the sales region and sales target. But if I'll show you my raw data, which is over here, then you can see I have no column over here named as sales target or sold region. So as a common use of case is to return a different field or value depending upon the parameter value in the case statement. So the first calculated column that we are going to create over here is the sold region, and this sold region is based on the parameter value selected using the case statement. The second column that we are going to create in this video is this sales target, and this target value will be based on this sold quantity. So in nutshell, what we are going to do is that we are going to create a group based on sold quantity values. Similarly, we are going to create a region category based on this category values. So before we go and create that calculated field using the case statement, let's understand the case statement over here. So the case statement starts with a case keyword, and then we have to give multiple conditions, or you can give a single condition based on your requirement, and we have to give a default result using the else statement, and then we'll end this case statement with this end keyword. So this case basically defines one or more condition and returns a result when a condition is met. You can define a default result if none of the condition is met using this else statement. Okay, so let's go and create the column that we had discussed in our data. And to do that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on this edit button first. Then I'm going to add a new page over here. So let me copy this header, this as well as this, and put it in my new page over here. Let me increase the size of this one. So what we are going to do is that we are going to take this category first and create this region, okay, based on certain conditions. So to do that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a calculated field in my data section. To create a calculated field in your data section, you have to click on add a field, then you have to give a name. So I'm just going to give the name as region new underscore version 1, and then I have to give the formula. So for me, the formula will be the case statement saying that case when, within this when, we are going to give the condition saying that case when category is equal to category 1 or category is equal to category 2 and our unit price is greater than equal to 100, or let's keep 75 over here, then put the value as America. Let's copy this line and put it over here saying that when category is equal to category 3, I think I have done a mistake over here because in this raw data we have category dash 1. So we are going to put dash over here saying that category dash 1, category dash 2, category dash 3 and category dash 4. Then with this AND statement we are going to say ki if unit price is greater than 75, then it's in Europe. And the last condition or the default condition, you can basically say that else put the region as Asia and end this case statement over here. Okay, so this is the new column that we are defining. So let's save this new column and click on finish. The moment you will click on finish, you will see that you have a new column over here named as region new version 1. Okay, so now let's create a table first. So I'm just going to take a pivot table over here and put it on this empty canvas. Let's increase the size of this pivot table. So by default, Looker has taken the category as my dimension, or you can say the row dimension, and the column dimension as region column. So let's remove this region column and let's take this region new version 1 which we created over here, and by default it's taking the metric as row count. So instead of this row count, what I'm going to take is that the sales value or the sold quantity value which is over here. So I'm taking this quantity sold. So for each of these quantities sold, you can see that what we had given is that if unit price is greater than 75 and category is in 1 or 2, then it will be in America, and if the unit price is less than 75, then it will go to other condition which says Asia. So now I have the sum of quantities sold against each region over here with the categories. Now what I need to do is that I need to create a target column saying that if the value is less than certain value, then take the value of target, else keep the exactly sales value. Okay, so let's assume that if unit price of a certain date is less than 50, then we will take a target price which will get reflected on our graph over here. Okay, so this is the exact scenario that we are discussing, that how to return a different value depending upon the parameter. So our parameter is saying that if this unit price is less than 50, then take the target value which is 70 as an example, else take the value which is exactly unit price. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to simply add a graph or a stacked bar graph over here. Okay, within this stacked bar graph, what we are going to do is that we are going to take the dimension as category, and this metric is quantity sold. So instead of quantity sold, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take this unit price. Okay, now you can see for each region we have a unit price over here. Okay, for each category. Now our condition says that if for this category this value is less than 50, then we are going to give the target price. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a new calculated field in my metric section over here, saying that create a field, and we'll say unit price or target price, and within this formula we are going to give a case statement saying that case when our unit price is greater than, or sorry, less than equal to 50, then take the target value. Okay, so right now what we can do is that we can hard code the target value over here by saying 100. Okay, or what we can do is that we can create a target value in our data. So let's create the target value in our data, or let's create the target value manual over here first, and then we'll create a target value over here and replace that target column over here. Okay, and if the unit price is greater than 50, then in else part we are going to say take the unit price as it is. Okay, and we'll click on apply. Okay, we are saying that there is a syntax error because I have not given the end statement. So the moment you will give end statement, you will see that your formula syntax is valid and you can click on apply. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add a new column, calculated column, saying that target value. Okay, within this target value, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a case statement again, saying that way case when unit price is less than equal to 50, then take the value 100, else take the unit price and end it. Okay, let's save this and finish this. So let's edit this unit price or target price, and instead of this 100, what we are going to do, we are going to say take target value. Okay, so now what it will do is that it will take or return a different field based on the parameter that we have over here, saying that if unit price is 50 or less than 50, then take the target value, which is our new value, else take the unit price as it is. So I'm going to click on apply. The moment I click on apply, it will take the values, and you can see that the graph has changed as compared to the previous visual that we had over here. Okay, so this is how basically you can return a different value depending upon a parameter value in Looker using case statement. Happy learning, and see you in the next video.